Naresh in turn gave 1/3 of what he received. 1/3 of 1/4. That is 1/12 he gave to Jayant. 1/12 he gave to Jayant means Naresh will have 1/4 minus 1/12 means 1/6. So, Subodh, Naresh and Jayant have money in the ratio of 3/4 is to 1/6 is to 1/12. LCM is how much? 12. 4 3s are 3 3s are 9 is to 6 2s are 12 ones. So, they have the money in the ratio of 9 is to 2 is to 1. What is the data given here? If the difference between the amount of Naresh and Jayant is 200, Naresh and Jayant there is a difference of 1 share. 1 share value is 200 means how much did Subodh give? Subodh given how many shares? Subodh gave how many? 3. What is the value of 3 shares? 1 share value is 200 means 3 shares value will be more. More by less into 200, 600 rupees. Otherwise, if you are smart enough, no need this much calculation. What are the fractions that we got in this problem? 1/4, 1/3. 1/3, 1/4 and 1/3. These are the two fractions we got in the problem. What is the LCM of 4 and 3? 12. So assume the shares of Subodh be 12. Subodh gave 1/4. 1/4 of 12 shares is 3 shares. So he is having 9 shares. And Naresh in turn gave 1/3. 1/3 of 3 shares is 1 share. He is giving 2 shares. Directly you can take 9 is to 2 is to 1. Next. 14 men can complete 14 men can complete a work in 12 days. Four days after they started the work, 2 more men joined them. 4 days after they started the work, 2 more men joined them. How many days will they take to complete the remaining work? How we solve this? 14 men will do a piece of work in 12 days. 4 days after they started the work, after 4 days, what happened? After 4 days, what happened? 2 more men not yet come. The train has not come. What is the position? All the 4 days these people worked, is it not? The latest position is 14 men will have 8 days work. Now 2 more men came. 16 men will do the work in how many days? If 14 men can do the work in 8 days, 16 men increased means less number of days. Less by more into 8. 8 2s, 2 7. So many days? 7 days. And 4 by 5 of the remaining on another day. If there were 30 pages unread, how many pages did the book contain? How many pages did the book contain? Simple problem. A boy read 3 by 8 of the book on one day means one book minus 3 by 8 means 5/8 of the book is left. So, second day he read 4/5 of the remaining means 4 by 5 of 5 by 8, that is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 he read on second day. 5 by 8 minus 1 by 2 is 1/8 of the book is left. This 1/8 of the book is equal to how many pages? So 1/8 of the book is equal to 30 pages means one full book will be equal to 240 pages. One full book that equals to 240 pages. Next problem. A's and B's incomes are in the ratio of 4:3. And their expenses are in the ratio of 3:2. If both save rupees 400 each, what is the difference between A's and B's salaries? What is the difference between A's and B's salaries? See here, for a ratio we cannot add or we cannot subtract directly. So if the salaries, incomes are in the ratio of 4:3 means, assume that 4x and 3x are 4x and 3x are the incomes. If they are in the ratio, if you join a variable with the ratio, you can take them as incomes. So if the incomes are in the ratio of 4:3 means, let the incomes be 4x and 3x. Income minus saving is expenditure. Income minus expenditure is saving. Expenditure plus saving is income. Is it not? Whatever way we like, we can take in that manner. So both save rupees 400 means from 4x the saving 400, from 3x the saving 400 is subtracted. From the income, if you subtract the saving, after that if you can find the ratio between the Income minus saving means expenditure. If you find the ratio between the savings, the ratio becomes how much he told? 3:2. Find the value of x. Find the value of x means product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. Product of the extremes is equal to product of the means. 9x minus 1200 is equal to 8x minus 800. X is equal to 400, is it not? X is equal to 400. But the question asked is the difference between the incomes of A and B. 4x and 3x, what is the difference? 1x. So the difference is 400 only. The difference of their salaries is 400 only. Next problem. Rupees 128. Rupees 128 is made up of rupee 1 50 pice and 25 pice coins. Rupees 128 is made up of rupee 1 50 pice and 25 pice coins in the proportion of 4:5:6. 4:5:6. Find the number of 25 pice coins. This problem is important. Model on coins. What is the data given here? 128 rupees are converted into three forms. 1 rupee coins, 50 pice coins and also 25 pice coins. In what proportion they have converted? 4:5:6. 4:5:6 means you can understand in two ways. The total coins they made into 15 parts. 4 parts are 1 rupee, 5 parts are 50 pice, 6 parts are 25 pice. Otherwise, for every 4 1 rupee coins, they made 5 50 pice coins and 6 25 pice coins. And finally, the output is how many 25 pice coins or how many 50 pice coins or how many total number of coins are there. What we have to do is simple thing. Coins ratio is given in the problem. If the coins ratio is given, write down the ratio of their values. 1 rupee coins are 4 means the value is 4 rupees. 1 rupee coins are 4 means the value is 4 rupees. 50 pice coins are 5 means the value is 2 rupees 50 pice. 25 pice coins are 6 means the value is 1 rupee 50 pice. So 4 rupees, 250 and 150, total becomes 8 rupees. For 8 rupees, how many 25 paise coins we got? How many we got? 6. In what proportion? According to the proportion given in the problem, 4:5:6. For 8 rupees, if the number of 25 paise coins are 6, then for 128 rupees, how many coins of 20 paise are there? Compared with 8 rupees, 128 rupees, the coins will be more. So more by less into 6. 96 25 paise coins will be there. 96 25 paise coins will be there. And in the coins problem, this is one model. And a second model can also be asked in this. The problem may be like, write down 378 coins. Here rupees are given, here coins are given. 378 coins consists of 378 coins consists of rupee 1, 50 paise and 25 paise coins. 378 coins consists of rupee 1, 50 paise and 25 paise coins, whose values are proportional to 13:11:7. Whose values are proportional to 13:11:7. Find the number of 50 paise coins. You observe the difference between the two problems. Here rupees is given, here coins are given. Here coins ratio is given, here values ratio is given. But finally the output is, the question is same. How many 25 paise coins or how many 50 paise coins are there? What we did in the earlier problem, when the coins ratio was given, we have written down the ratio of the values. When the values are given, what we should do? Coins you should write down. See, 1 rupee value is 13 means you are getting 13 coins. 1 rupee 50 paise value is 11 means you are getting 22 coins. 7 rupees 25 paise value is 7 rupees means 28 coins you will get. So totally 28 plus 22, 50 plus 13, 63 coins. In 63 coins, how many 50 paise coins are there? 22. How many 50 paise coins are there means 22. In what proportion means, according to the problem, the values when they are in the ratio of 13:11:7. For 63 coins, 78 coins, how many 50 pice coins will be? Compared with the 63, the value of 378 will be more. So, more by less into 22. 63 6 times. So, number of 50 pice coins are 132. Okay. So, in general, I think you got an idea how to do the problems related to ratio and proportion. And mixers, don't treat ratio and mixers as separate topics. They both are interlinked. Mixers or alligation, both are same. The difference between ratio and proportion mixers is, in a problem related to ratio and proportion, the ratio or proportion will be given directly or indirectly in the problem. So according to that we solve the problem. But in mixers, you will have to find the ratio first. Whatever ratio that you are finding, that is the main ratio required for the problem. After finding the ratio only, we will go for solving the problem in mixers. Suppose in mixers, take down a small problem, how the problems will be. In a zoo, there are some hens and cows. In a zoo, there are some hens and cows. If their heads are counted, they are 100. If their legs are counted, find the number of cows. Find the number of cows. The problem is, in a zoo, there are some hens and cows. And the total number of animals he has mentioned clearly. If their heads are counted, there are 100 means either a hen or a cow will have only one head, is it not? So total number of animals are 100. But the variation is in the count of legs. As both the animals are mixed together, if the number of legs are counted, they are how many? 260. Suppose I think all the 100 animals are hens. Suppose if I think that all the 100 are hens, then how many legs there should be? 200, because 100 into 2, the legs must be 200. Suppose if I think all the 100 are cows, how many legs there should be? 400. So, under any circumstances, the number of legs will not come lesser than 200 unless otherwise any hen is physically handicapped. It is not mentioned, thinking all the hens and cows are healthy, minimum number of legs should be 200 and maximum it should not exceed more than 400. It should not exceed 400. But when they are mixed, the count of legs put together is 260, he said. So whenever you are solving a problem related to mixers, for finding the ratio required for the problem, you have taken the count of legs here, you have taken the count of legs here, you have taken the mean value of the legs, average of the legs of both cows and hens. So legs and legs you have taken. In the same way you have to take, where whatever may be the problem, percent, cost price, distance, all the three should be in the same units. So 200 and 260, the difference is 60. 400 and 260, the difference is 140. So 7:3. The hens and cows in the zoo are in the ratio of 7:3. It means 7 pots are hens, 3 pots are cows. Put together for 10 pots, there are 100 animals to be distributed. If the value of 10 pots is 100, then the value, how many cows he has, then the value of 3 will be how much? 3 by 10 into 100, that is 30 cows. Cows are 30 means hens are 70. If you want to verify, 70 hens into 2 legs, that is 140 legs, and 30 cows into 4 legs, 120, put together 260 legs tallied. Those who can utilize the topic of mixers well, they can solve almost all the problems related to ratio and proportion and mixers. But the only concept you must remember is to find the ratio, main ratio, whatever values you take, they all should be in the same units. If you are taking here length, means length in meters, the average length in meters, you have to take like that. Otherwise, a simple example I will tell you. Suppose you go to a shop, you ask, sir, what is the price of the rice per kg? The shopkeeper says, sir, 10 rupees is the rice per kg. When he says 10 rupees a kg, we feel that he is talking about an inferior quality. Then we will ask again, show me another quality if you have. Yes sir, I have another quality. The cost is 50 rupees a kg. When he says 50 rupees, we feel it as costly. When he says 10 rupees, we feel it as it is cheaper. Then third question we will not ask, the shopkeeper will ask, in what price you want rice? Then we immediately say, show me rice around 25 rupees a kg. Actually, shopkeeper do not have rice worth 25 a kg. But he is not prepared to lose the customer, is it not? Then what he will do, sir, sit down sir, how many kgs you want? Then we say 10 kgs or 20 kgs. Then what he will do? He will mix up these two. In what ratio he should mix up, that we will say. The required rate is 25 rupees, is it not? That we put in the middle. 10 and 25, 15 rupees is the difference. This end is 25 rupees is the difference. So 5:3. So he should mix for every 5 kgs of 10 rupee rice, 3 kg of 50 rupees rice if you can mix, then the required rate 25 will come out. Here also you see, this is the selling price of the shopkeeper, is it not? Shopkeeper told 10 rupees. This is the selling price of the shopkeeper, 50 rupees. This is also the selling price of the shopkeeper. So this is the way how to find the required ratio of the problem. Write down this. In what ratio rice costing rupees 10 a kg should be mixed with rice costing rupees 50 a kg. In what ratio rice costing rupees 10 a kg should be mixed with rice costing rupees 50 a kg, so that the mixer may worth rupees 25 a kg. So that the mixer may worth rupees 25 a kg. This is the problem. Same problem I told. And this is the first model, finding the ratio. Now you see the slight variation in the problem. Second problem, next. In what ratio rice costing rupees 4.50 a kg? In what ratio rice costing rupees 4.50 a kg should be mixed with rice costing rupees 7 a kg? So that by selling the mixer at rupees 7.20 a kg, %20 may be gained. In what ratio rice costing rupees 4.50 a kg should be mixed with rice costing rupees 7 a kg, so that by selling the mixer at rupees 7.20 a kg, 20% may be gained. What is the difference between the previous problem and this problem? Observe one thing, mean value means, here we are taking the mean value. The mean value should lie between these two values, is it not? But this 7.20 is more than this 7 rupees. But what is it? One variety of rice is costing 4 rupees 50 paisa. Another variety of rice is costing 7 rupees. These two are mixed and the mixer is sold. This is the cost price, this is the cost price, this is a selling price. But here what you have to put? In place of selling price you have to put cost price. By selling the mixer at 7.20, 20% is gained, he told. 20% gain means 120 is equal to 7.20. Is it not? Yesterday we did profit, loss and discount. 120 is 7.20 means 100 will be equal to how much? You will get the cost price. Compared with 120, the value of 100 is less. less by more into 7.2006 rupees. So problem is clear. One variety of rice is 450. The other variety of rice is 7 rupees. After mixing, the cost price has come to 6 rupees. 6 rupees worth of mixer we sold for 720. We got a profit of 20%. Okay. So 450 and 6 rupees difference is 1 rupee 50 paise. 7 rupees, 6 rupees, the difference is 1 rupee. So ratio means 2:3. So in what ratio they should mix? Means they should be mixed in the ratio of 2:3 to gain 20% by selling at rupees 7.20. Clear? Next. A dishonest milkman professes to sell the milk at cost price. In what proportion he should mix milk and water to gain 20%. What is happening here? Suppose, for example, every day morning you are going to Secunderabad and purchasing pure milk worth, say for example, 50 rupees a liter. One milkman sees this and he will say, sir, why for 50 rupees you are going all the way to Secunderabad? Same quality of milk, for 50 rupees I will deliver at home. Usually the human tendency we accept. What the milkman says, where we are purchasing for 50 rupees, that fellow will also purchase for 50 rupees. And he will deliver home for the same price, 50 rupees only. There is no change. But in between what he will do? He will mix up some water for his profit. So in order to gain 20%, even though by selling at cost price, what should be the ratio of milk and water that he has to mix? For that, how we can write? Suppose assume that milk is worth 1 rupee a liter. Cost price of the milk. Milk is worth 1 rupee a liter. And what is the cost of the water per liter? 0, because you will not mix mineral water. Drainage water, the drainage depends upon your luck. Okay. So milk is 1 rupee a liter and water is 0. After mixing, he is selling for 1 rupee only. This is the cost price. This is the cost price. This is a selling price. Here you must put the cost price. By selling at 1 rupee, 20 paise is gained, 20% is gained means 120 is 1 rupee. Then 100 will be equal to how much? Means you will get the cost price after mixing. 100 by 120 into 1, 25 is 26. 5 by 6 rupee. Now it is very clear. Pure milk is worth 1 rupee. Water is worth 0. After mixing the water to the pure milk, the price of the milk has come down because purity has come down. Now the worth is 5 by 6 rupee only. This 5 by 6 worth rupee he is selling for 1 rupee, saying that he is selling at the cost price. 1 minus 5 by 6 is 1 by 6. 5 by 6 minus 0 is 5 by 6. Ratio means 5 is to 1. In what ratio? In what ratio he should mix milk and water means he should mix milk and water in the ratio of 5 is to 1 to gain 20% even though by selling the goods at cost price. Okay? And one more point you have to remember is, in the problem if the sequence is asked what is the ratio of milk and water, you must show in milk and water only. You cannot show 1 is to 5. 1 is to 5 will become the ratio of water and milk. So whatever sequence he asked in the question, same sequence you will show in the question, right? Next. A cask contains 40 liters of whiskey. Yes, KY. A cask contains 40 liters of whiskey. Whiskey is the thing which is like tea and coffee, usually taken in the night. Don't think what it is. It's just like tea and coffee, but usually it will be taken by gents in the night in minor doses. Okay. A cask contains 40 liters of whiskey. 4 liters of whiskey, 4 cask. 4 liters of whiskey is withdrawn from the cask, and the cask is refilled with water.